Hello YouTube, welcome to part 2 of this video, which is about infinite flight basics tutorial. In this tutorial, guys, in part 2 we'll be looking at our cruise speed and also our descent down to desired altitude. So now we are climbing to 20,000 feet as we have 22,000 feet as we have it set from the beginning of part 1, and we're still climbing at 250 knots, but you can increase speed now to 270 until you reach, or even more, until 280, let's say, knots, until you reach 22,000 feet. So guys, as soon as we are over 10,000 feet, so I'll just switch off my landing lights, keep my I will start switching off my seat belts now, and also get my vertical speed down a bit to 1,700. And the aircraft, as you can see, guys, is still climbing to our desired altitude, and also we have almost reached 22,000 feet, which is flat level 220. Sorry guys. So yes, just keep an eye, always should keep an eye on your flight plan and on your moving, so you know which heading, when to turn your heading. And on the top side, guys, you can see heading 329 in 1 minute, so you always have to keep an eye on that. So we're gonna turn left heading 229. We have reached our cruise altitude, so now I'm gonna set my cruise speed to 320 knots for now, and we're turning left heading 330 degrees. Alright guys, depending on your flight planning and the desired altitude you guys want, but for now I'm gonna start my descent, so I'm gonna cut down speed to 240 for now. I'm gonna use my spoilers, which is the brakes on the wings, as you can see. These are the spoilers coming up until I reach the speed I want. This is just a tutorial, guys. I should have started my descent a bit earlier because I'm really close to the airport, just 40 nautical miles out. So you start your descent, depending on your altitude, about 50 nautical miles out. Okay, so I'm gonna get my spoilers off and start my descent. I'm gonna get down to 4,000, and I'm gonna slowly get my vertical speed down to 1,100. You have to do this slowly, guys, and always remember to cut down speed before descending if you want to make this more professional. So otherwise the pressure in the cabin will be too much if you are going too fast and start your vertical speed over 1,000 minus 1,000, then the passengers will feel the pressure in the cabin. So since I'm a bit far out, the only thing I can do is, since I'm really close to the runway, I should just cut down speed 200, and just slowly get my aircraft down. Alright guys, normally if you're playing online and when you have like ATC active especially approach for now. Then the approach will be helping you when to descend, and it will be telling you the heading and all that. So most of the time you just need, they don't use your flight plan, they make their own flight planning, just depending on the traffic coming in and out from the airport. So yes. So we are too high, guys, so the only thing I can do now is just to get down in time. I'm just going to change my flight plan and go from there. Sorry, just press the arrow and start making another flight plan just to land runway 15 in Birmingham, so we have more time for the descent. So in this, let's say you guys want to make a short flight plan like the one I did now, just try and keep your altitude a bit down. You don't need to climb 20,000 with this aircraft, because there's some aircrafts that you can't descend more than minus 1,500. As a professional pilot, guys, professional pilots normally descend up to 1,500 for all the aircrafts, due to the pressure and all that, as I heard by professional pilots as well. So depending on the aircraft models and everything. So yeah. Now guys, we have 59 nautical miles out, so we have a lot of time to get down to an altitude that will be okay for us to do our approach down to runway 15 in Birmingham Airport. So like I said, guys, I only put 22,000 feet for now for this tutorial, just to show you as well how to add a flight plan when the older flight plan won't work out for you guys. So you just found another situation just to get you guys down on the ground in time. And also what you can do as well is just make a few turns. You can do like a 360-degree left turn or right turn. So if you come from this direction like we did, you can just turn and continue. This gives you time to descend as well. Or as you're coming from here, you can just make another flight plan going like that and like that, giving you more time to descend again. But to avoid all this, guys, just make a proper flight planning like the one we did with an altitude up to 15,000 or 70,000 feet. And let's say from Heathrow to Birmingham, a good altitude to fly at, it's 15,000 feet, to be honest, just to get in time, just to get a good descent rate and get you guys to your desired altitude in time without any trouble. Okay, so we are continuing, guys, down to Birmingham Airport with Thomas Cook livery. You guys can watch your replay as well. I think pressing the replay, guys, you can see what is going on, what you guys didn't see now. So this is what we are doing. This is the replay. Press exit replay and continue again from where you stopped. Another good thing about solo, guys, you can pause by pressing 3 lines and do what you want to do and come back and resume again. But when you're playing online, you can't pause, guys. When you press the lines here, then you will get to this menu, but your aircraft will still be moving around. So just be careful when you're playing online. Oops, I switched off my autopilot by accident, guys. Let me just get it back in position. Turning left, heading 359 degrees. Right guys, you have to keep in mind that as soon as you get lower than 10,000 feet, you should switch back on your landing lights again. Then we're going to be approaching with a Paulding altitude about 2,900 feet through the Glidescope. Alright guys, the Glidescope is this line here. The red lines are the Glidescope ILS. This is the ILS approach, and runways that don't have the red, this is a non-ILS approach runway. Okay. Right guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And we're going to see more instruments when we are about to approach, like the trim and spoilers armed. But when you're about to approach guys, then you're gonna set your spoilers to armed, like that. As soon as you touch down, then the brakes will come up, the air brakes will raise to help the aircraft stop as well with your reverse thrust. We're going to see all this as soon as we are about to land in part 3 of today's video. So like I said guys, this is part 2, and this is it for today, for this video. I'll see you all 3 for landing. For now guys, take care, by Gadget Pilot. See you again on the next video. Bye bye.